Through the inspiration of the Holy Spirit and deep encounters with God, Bishop Okudili and Pastor Ifoma Eze have written and published over 70 live transforming books. Succeeding in Marriage After the Wedding, Treasures in a Trash. All you need to succeed in marriage. Preparing for your season of demand. Building a marriage that will stand the test of time, and many more. If you're in Nigeria, you can get these at Zion Heritage and Miracle Ministries branches. For further inquiries, call 0809-178-7299 or 0805-716-1060. Remain lifted for life.
Your weekend. Oh, great. All right. So today on Checkpoint, we are back again with something interesting. I am your host, Pastor Ifoma Eze, and I'm back here on Checkpoint to give you something interesting, something powerful, something enlightening, something edifying, and something empowering. I'd like you to begin to share the link to your friends. I'd like you to begin to share the links to your neighbors, your friends, your associates, your family members. Let everyone know that Checkpoint is on right now. And as my usual custom is, I will not fail to thank you, to appreciate you for all that you do for us at Checkpoint. Thank you for your likes. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for your shares. Thank you for your questions asked. Thank you for subscribing to our YouTube channel. For all the things that you do for us at Checkpoint, we are indeed very, very grateful. So thank you for being you. Thank you for being available every time I come on air. I am so grateful. I'm thankful to you for what you do. We at Checkpoint want to say thank you, thank you, thank you, and may God bless you. Now today on Checkpoint, we have a very interesting topic for you. We'd like you to just invite your friends, invite everyone around you, share the links everywhere on your social media handles, and let them know that it is time for Checkpoint. And I'd like you to just sit back, relax, as we give you something delicious, something you will love to hear. Now, we will be right back after the break. And after the break, I'll be bringing you the topic for today. You won't want to miss this. So please wait behind, relax, don't click that button, just be there and share to your friends as I share the topic in just a few minutes. Sit back and relax. All right, welcome back from the break. All right, today we're going to be sharing with you a very interesting topic, and our topic today is ding ding ding, rekindling the flames of romance in marriage. Rekindling the flames of romance in marriage. All right, so many people have been married for just too long. Some have been married for just a few years, but then they discover something about their marriage, that this marriage is very, very boring. All right, I just said it's just the way my kids usually say boring. So they discover that things are just becoming so monotonous in that relationship, and they want to get the spark back that used to exist early in their marriage. They want to get that feelings, those feelings of butterflies in their tummy, and happy feelings that they usually used to have at the beginning stage of their marriage. Now, let me tell you something about marriage. Romance in marriage is not automatic. Romance in marriage does not work on autopilot. So it does not mean that when you are just married, your romance in marriage will just start building up. No, it doesn't work like that. When you are married, if you want romance in your marriage, you have to intentionally, deliberately bringing romance into your marriage. Just like when you have a house, when you get a new house, you don't just automatically fold your hands and then all of a sudden furniture begins to step into the house, and then the television comes in, the sound system comes in, the cooling unit comes in. It doesn't work like that. If you want these items in your house, you have to intentionally and deliberately bring in those items that make you comfortable in your house. You have to bring in the furniture, the chairs, the bed, the cooling unit, the sound unit. All right, you have to intentionally and deliberately bring these things into your house for it to become a beautiful home. In the same way, in marriage, when you get married, or if you're already married, you don't expect romance to just walk into the house. No, you intentionally, you deliberately work on it. You intentionally bring in this romance into your marriage. It is something that you have to do consciously, so that you don't just fold your hands and then they begin to happen. So today I'll be sharing with you 10 quick ways through which you can bring back that romance in your marriage if you have been married and then the romance has disappeared. Now, if you're not yet married, just learn some of these things and then just bottle them up for when you would have to use them. Now, but if you are married, this message will greatly help you, okay? 10 quick ways for you to rekindle the flames of romance in marriage. Sometimes for some people, the flames are wild, all right? The flames are high. For some other people, the flames are just going dead. For some others, all that is left are ashes. Now, I want to show you little steps through which you can just bring back the flame. If all you have is ashes, you bring back the flame, you rekindle the flame, you increase the flame until it goes wild, all right? This is something you have to do intentionally. You don't just sit back and then it all happens all by itself. You have to intentionally, deliberately, consciously make it to happen. All right, so let me quickly share with you the 10 quick steps through which you can rekindle the flames of romance in your own marriage. Are you ready? Are you ready? If you're ready, let's go. All right, so number one is prioritizing your spouse. You have to intentionally prioritize your spouse. Can I tell you, if you're married, that your spouse is the most important personality in that marriage? I know some of you have children, and then because you have children, you want to just focus on the children. You want to prioritize the children over your spouse, but don't do that. A day will come when you have an empty nest, and when you have an empty nest, it means that the children have all left the nest, they've all left the comfort of the home, and then they are pursuing their careers, they're pursuing their education, they're pursuing whatever it is that is important to them in life. You will still be left back at home with the person you started this life with. So at the beginning, it's just both of you, then later children begin to come. At a point in time, the children will still live, and then you have an emptiness, and in that case, both of you and your spouse will just be all that is left. So you have to intentionally prioritize your spouse. I know you love your children, but please prioritize your spouse. Don't do things at the detriment of your spouse, unless it has to do with health issue, life and death issue. In that case, then you can do it just for a little while, not like all the time, okay? So you have to prioritize your spouse. Make him or her feel like he or she is very important to you. It's important in your relationship. It's important in your marriage. Make him the most valuable person in your life. Make her the most valuable person in your life. Prioritize your spouse. When you prioritize your spouse, you care for them most. You look out for them. You make sure they are okay. A lot of women, when they begin to have children, they begin to just focus so much on the children that the man will feel so left out, so ignored and neglected. And that is not right. Some husbands equally, when they have beautiful, lovely daughters, they focus so much on those beautiful, lovely daughters, and then they forget their wives. They do not prioritize their wives. They take their needs second to the daughter. And it's a terrible thing for a spouse to make one spouse to be jealous or envious of your child. You don't want to bring yourself to that point. So do not neglect the needs of your spouse and then prioritize that of your child. No. Number one way to rekindle the flames of romance in your marriage is that you have to intentionally, deliberately, consciously, do what? Prioritize your spouse. Today, let him know he's important to you. Today, let her know that she's very, very important to you. Send them a text, send them a message, send them if they are around you, give them a hug, give them a kiss. Let them know you are important, very important to me. So say that to your spouse if the person is around, okay? So prioritize your spouse. Make them know they are important, they matter to you very, very much. Number 2, ways through which you can rekindle the flame of romance in marriage is that you have to intentionally spend time together. Intentionally do what? Spend time together. Create intimacy for the both of you. Learn to sleep in the same room. It's usually an error when we see couples who don't eventually make up their mind to sleep in the same room. I know that because you have a big house or because you have so much property, you have to stay have your own personal room. But it's okay to have your own personal room. Maybe there's the husband's room and there's the wife's room and then there's the children's room. But in as much as you have those rooms, make sure that both of you sleep in the same room. Have a particular bed. You can say this is our matrimonial bed where we do sleep together, because this is very key. It makes for bonding, it makes for togetherness, it makes for cementing your relationship. All right, intentionally spend time together. Spend your waking time together, spend your sleeping time together, spend your resting time together. This is very key. Intentionally spend time together, even play together. Some couples have allowed their marriage to become so monotonous and so boring and so annoying. But you see, marriage does not have to be boring, you know. Marriage does not have to be very monotonous. I know life happens, but despite life, you have to intentionally, deliberately spend time with the person that you love, with your spouse, all right? So make out time to play together. Play, laugh, all right? Laugh uncontrollably. Look for things that both of you can do together. Create something together. Build something together. Play together, all right? Paint together. Write together. Build a song together. Whatever it is that both of you can do together. This creates for intimate time with your spouse, okay? Create intimacy, create togetherness, create koinonia, create fellowship, create communion. All right, these are very, very key for any marriage whose flames of romance has to be rekindled. Intentionally do this. This will help build your marriage. My husband and I have several things that we love to do together. We love to talk about ministry together. We love to build the ministry work together. We write some of our books together, and then we play together. We spend time together. One of our most favorite times is just the time that we spend with each other. We spend talking, gisting, laughing, and even making each other smile. So this is very, very key. Intentionally spend time together. I know life might be pulling you in different directions. The sickness of children, ill health of the children, work, all right, making money, pursuing, and the hustles of life. I know all of that, but in as much as they try to pull it out at different points in life, do one thing: always find time to be together. Always find time to fellowship together, to be together, to create something, to play around, to sleep together, to create intimacy. Make sure that that together time is really not touched. This will greatly help you in any relationship where you have found yourself. You don't want your marriage to be boring, right? You don't want your marriage to be filled with monotonous moments. No, that's not what you want. You want to create a memory that will last for life. So create time together. Spend time, quality time together. Number 3 way through which you can rekindle the flames of romance in your marriage is by surprising yourselves with good gifts. Surprise yourselves with good gifts. Listen to me, it doesn't have to be his birthday before you buy him something. It doesn't have to be her birthday before you buy her something. Make every day look like Christmas, all right? Make every day look wonderful. There are many times I just go out and then in a particular shop, I just see something that would look nice on my husband. I go ahead and buy it for him. I don't have to wait for Christmas Day or maybe his birthday or an anniversary to buy him something nice. And this is very important because we all have to imbibe it. All right, so surprise yourself with good gifts. Listen to me, it's not even about the quality of the gift, it's not about the price of the gifts, it's about the heart that remembered. And this is one thing we have to do as couples. Some husbands have gotten tired of buying stuff for their wives because when she picks it up, she's like, how much did you buy this in the market? They cheated you. Oh, those cheats in the market. That's not what it should be. Just pick up that gift. Don't bother about how much it costs or anything. And just appreciate the one who gave. Because he thought of you, thought of the love that he has for you, and then went out to buy something. And when it comes to spouses, please, don't keep comparing your gifts with other people. All right? Don't say, oh, this other person bought this kind of gift for his wife, or this person bought that kind of gift. Oh, no, listen to me. You are not them, and they are not you. Okay? This is very important. If you are watching thus far, type on the WhatsApp type on the comment section. You are not them, they are not you. Type it again on the comment section. If you're watching on YouTube, type on the comment section, on the chat, live chat. If you're watching on Facebook or other social media, also type on the comment section. Say you are not them, they are not you. This is very key. Many of us like to compare ourselves. Oh, look at the incredible diamonds that he bought his wife. Oh, look at the incredible, beautiful car that she bought her husband. Listen to me, it doesn't have to be so. You buy according to your ability. You buy according to your capacity. You don't need to borrow or break the bank to be able to buy anything for the person you actually love. So we are talking about rekindling the flames of romance here in your marriage. Surprise yourselves with good gifts, all right? Think, be thoughtful. Look at what has he been complaining about, what has she been complaining about. And I must say, many times ladies in marriage, they relax and they are like, oh, I want to relax and be taken care of. How many of you have heard of that slogan? It's very popular here in Nigeria and in Africa. I just want to relax and be taken care of. Listen to me. The person you got married to also wants to relax and be taken care of. Now, being taken care of is not the exclusive reserve of just the husbands or just the wives. You can also take care of the person you got married to. So sometimes just go out and buy something for your spouse. I'm talking to ladies now. Ladies, go out and buy something for your husband. It's not every time you'll be waiting. Oh, I want to collect, I want to take, I want to have. Listen to me, that person is also a human being. He equally has needs and he wants to have some of the nice things of life. So you go out and buy it. That is why I encourage every lady anywhere to be doing something. Have something that you do for your life. Have something that you do for a living. Because if you don't have something that you do, how would you be able to buy him something? If you're the kind of wife that has to beg, and you have to beg and beg every time you want to buy a pant, you want to buy a bra, you want to buy personal stuff for yourself, you will have to still beg. I beg, give me money, I want to buy a gift for you. And that really shouldn't be the case. That's why I advocate for ladies to do something with their lives, to get empowered. You husbands also go ahead and empower your wives. If you don't empower her, how will she be able to do for you? Over the last weekend, I saw a couple online, and this couple, they do things together very admirably, and the husband has been buying cars for his wife. I think in about 7 years of their marriage, he has been able to buy about 4 cars for her. Now, during their anniversary, this wife decided to buy a car for her husband. Amazing, beautiful. How would she have been able to buy that car for her husband if the husband had not initially empowered her? So he had empowered her, and then she came to a point of gratitude where she now understands that he has been able to do well by her, and then she bought him a car. And the husband has been saying that he has been the one buying cars for people, and he has not really received much car gifts like that. So he was really glad that his wife was able to be thoughtful enough to give that to him. So listen to me, you as a wife can give to your husband, and you as a husband can empower your wife to give. Don't expect anything if you are not willing to empower her. Don't expect any gift if you are not willing to empower her, because only empowered women can empower others. That's the truth. So please, in a marital relationship, husband, buy gifts for your wife. Wife, buy gifts for your husband. Those gifts do not have to be expensive to be relevant. They don't have to be expensive to be relevant. Now, I want to ask you a direct question. Are you listening to me? Are you watching right now? When last did you buy a gift for your spouse? When last did you buy a gift for your spouse? If you haven't, please go ahead. Do it today. Do it before the week runs out. Buy a gift for your spouse and say, thank you for standing with me. Thank you for loving me. Thank you for submitting to me. Thank you for being an amazing partner in this journey called marriage. And you'll be surprised at how alive he or she will come. You'll be surprised at how happy he or she will come. And I want to emphasize, ladies, you go out and buy gifts for your spouses, okay? You go out, ladies, and buy gifts for your husbands. Your husband does not have to be the only one at the giving end. Remember, the Bible says that it is more blessed to give than to receive. So don't always be a receiver. Be a giver. Givers are the ones who are blessed. So if you want to be blessed, go ahead and give. So surprise each other with good gifts from time to time. It doesn't have to be a remarkable day or a birthday or anything. Just surprise yourself with good gifts. And when you do that, you discover that the flames of romance in your marriage, they will come alive and they'll become very, very alive for you. And you also have to enjoy that marriage. All right, let's talk about number 4. Number 4 point on how to rekindle the flames of romance in your marriage is increase your PDA. Increase your PDA. When I talk about increasing your PDA, PDA simply means public display of affection. I know we are all coming from somewhere. Some people have reservations on how PDA works for them, or they do not even like PDA at all. But irrespective of that, marriage is really beautiful. And marriage is not a secret thing, all right? God gave us marriage as a gift. So I'm not saying that because I'm saying you should increase your PDA, you should go outside and then begin to make love in public. That's not what I'm saying. I'm simply saying that you should increase your public displays of affection. PDA means public displays of affection. So hold each other, give each other a firm grip when you're walking on the street, give each other a kiss on the cheek, anything that you are comfortable with, all right? Don't try to break through your boundaries if you're not comfortable with that yet. My husband and I, there is no, nothing, we don't hide the fact that we do love each other. And we're not ashamed for PDAs, okay? So we go ahead and then we display PDAs. For some people say, oh, that's not befitting for a pastor. But listen to me, God made marriage beautiful. God made marriage sweet. And then people in the world shouldn't set the standards for a sweet marriage, right? It is we who are believers, we who know God, we who read the Bible, who received the manual, the accurate manual for marriage. We are the ones that should really know how to display PDA. In case you think that display of PDA is unbiblical, I wanted to read the book of, that should be the book of Genesis 26, verse 8 thereabout. The Bible speaking said that when the king looked out through his window, he discovered that Isaac was sporting with his wife and then Rebecca, and he said, no, this is really not the kind of play that a brother and sister should be playing. And that was how he discovered that Isaac had actually lied to him, that Rebecca was his sister, instead of telling him the truth that Rebecca was actually his wife. Now, you would agree with me that they were not in the house, they were just outside in the field, and then they were sporting, all right? They were just caressing themselves. Some other versions say, and Isaac was caressing Rebecca. They were just playing around, having fun, and that's why I say that PDA is not ungodly. PDA is not against the scriptures, all right? So this is very, very important. Increase your PDA, all right? If you want to rekindle the flames of marriage, many spouses, especially the husbands, ignore this, and then at night you want her to respond accurately to your sexual advances. Meanwhile, during the day, you did nothing about it. As a matter of fact, if you want her by 11, try to be nice by 7, all right? So let me rephrase that. If you want her by 11, increase your PDA by 7. If you heard that right and loud and clear, if you heard that loud and clear, I'd like you to just comment in the comment section. Say, if you want her by 11, increase your PDA by 7. Let's say it together. If you want her by 11, increase your PDA by what? By 7. 7 in the morning, not 7 like 7 to the 11, all right? So increase it, do something about it, all right? Have a public display of affection. When you see your wife coming around, a light hug will not kill you. It will not unchristian you. It will not pollute your spirituality. Alright? I don't like people just over spiritualizing things. God gave us marriage. God gave us sexual genitals. Alright? God gave us sexual organs, and God equally gave us marriage. Now, this God who gave us marriage cannot be wrong about marriage. He's not anti-marriage. He's not against marriage, as some people would say, as some preachers would say. You can be in love and still be in God. Let me say that again. You can be in love and be in God. Many people assume that because you are in love, you have to either be in love or be in God. No, you can be in love and be in God. If you heard that loud and clear, please type it in the chat room. Let me know that you heard it. You can be in love and be in God. And this is very, very, very key. So increase your PDA. Let others know that this one belongs to you. As a matter of fact, if you do your PDA well, even some of the sexual predators hanging around you and your spouse, they will not find you. They will not see you. They will not want to infiltrate your marriage, because they see that everything here is safe. This person is not hungry or starved or thirsty or about something. Okay, so this is very, very, very important. Increase your PDA. Now let's talk about number 5 way to rekindle the flames of your romance in marriage. Number 5, look nice, smell nice, and be clean. Number 5 is what? Look nice, smell nice, and be clean. Cleanliness, they say, is next to godliness. If you are an unclean person, having quality romance with you will become a very difficult thing. So, in case you are watching me right now and have been complaining that he doesn't like coming around you, she doesn't like coming around you, your spouse does not feel comfortable, or whenever they come around you, they run off, please check. Are you smelling? Are you bringing out some kind of odor that is not okay for your spouse? Watch your tongue. Wash your tongue very well. Brush your teeth very well, so that you won't be bringing out odor. There are people that already have this condition called halitosis, where they have this kind of terrible mouth odor. How do you expect your spouse to love to kiss you when you have mouth odor? It becomes difficult. No matter how holy, no matter how nice he or she is, it becomes very difficult. So brush, floss, alright? Clean up your mouth and then bath your body. Scrub the intimate parts. Practice quality self-hygiene. Practice quality personal hygiene. Alright, shave the hair in your armpit and in your pubic areas. Don't allow those hairs to clutter everywhere and then they begin to have white roots and stuff like that. Some people, if you see the hair on them, on their armpits and on their pubic areas, those hair are beginning to change color, become very ugly, it's untidy, or the person would almost think that things are living inside that place. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't become that kind of person. All right. Shave regularly. Clean up your body. All right. Wash. Scrub your body as you wash. This is very, very key, so that you don't begin to put your partner off. See, listen, romance does not happen automatically. Write that down. Write it down in the comment section. Romance does not happen automatically. Write it down in the comment section. Another thing I want you to write is that romance does not run on autopilot. Romance does not run on autopilot. It is something you intentionally and deliberately and consciously create for your marriage. It does not happen automatically. You have to do it intentionally. So if you want romance, do what? Look nice, smell nice, and be clean. Clean up yourself. Clean up yourself. Look clean. Smell clean. Feel clean. As a matter of fact, when you clean up yourself, your first beneficiary of a clean body is you. You are the first beneficiary of a clean body. Clean up your body. Make sure your body is clean. Make sure your body smells nice. Add some cologne. Alright? Use creams that have good fragrances. All right, add some cologne on your body, put some body spray on your body, use deodorant, all right, and that I have very quality experience. It's very, very important because this will help you to smell good, to feel fresh for your spouse. Not all every time. Some women are in this kind of terrible habit. They come from the kitchen, they just finish slicing onions into the meal, and they just clean it off on their skirt. Then they begin to put the spices and the spice cubes. When they don't put in the spice cubes, they clean it off on their body, and by the time they get to bed, oh my God, they are smelling a combination of onions, of pepper, of crayfish, of spices, and of the food they just cooked. And that is a major put off. We know you cooked, but we don't want to smell the food all over your body. All right, we want to receive the aroma of the dish right from the plate straight to our noses. We don't want to receive it from your body. So look fresh, clean well. Some husbands equally, I will not only attack the women today. There are some husbands equally, they do not clean themselves up. There are husbands that wear a particular boxer for so long, because they are basically not much secretions that they have to go through. They wear the boxers. If the boxer has changed color, they will just carry that boxer, smell it in their nose. If it's still okay, they just go ahead and wear it. Some ladies, they wear their bras like that. They can wear a bra for so long. And worse still, they just go ahead and get a black bra. In their mind, they cannot have to. They will not even bother washing it anymore because it's a black bra. Please be clean, be hygienic. Wash those inner wears, wash those undies, all right? Don't wear them for too long. Some ladies who carry hair that is already smelling, you are wearing that same hair for a very long time, for 2 months, for 3 months, it's not been washed. How on earth do you expect your hair not to smell? This is very, very important to do something about it so that your spouse can breathe in fresh air. Do you know that some of you, if the kind of smell that comes from your body, if insects are exposed to that kind of venomous air, some of them will just collapse and die. There are some guys that when they remove their shoe, oh Lord, the smell will transverse the whole house. They remove their socks, everybody will just feel like collapsing. People will be going out the window to just grasp for air. My brother, my sister, try to be nice. This is, let me wake you up. This is not good. Wherever you are, just wake up and hear this. This is really, really not good. Don't allow yourself to become a smelling piece of human being in the house. This is not right. Not right at all. Clean up wherever you are, and then make sure that you are not that person that is putting off your spouse. This is very, very, very important, and it will help your relationship. It will rekindle the flames of your marriage. All right, so let's talk about number 6. Number 6, way to rekindle the flames of romance in your marriage is befriend each other. Befriend each other. It is commonly said that you should marry your friend. Now, in the case where you did not get to marry your friend, that you are about to marry somebody you are not very conversant with, that you've known for just a while, befriend him, befriend her. As a matter of fact, if you are married, your best friend should be your husband, your best friend should be your wife, your best friend should be your spouse. Make up your mind to have that beautiful relationship with your spouse. Befriend your spouse. What do friends do? Friends gist together, friends play together, friends dance together, friends create things together, friends do everything together. So befriend your spouse. Allow your spouse to be your friend. Now, many people who are outside marriage yet have this major conception that when you get married, basically all you have to do is just to make love and then give birth to children and take care of children. But listen to me, what will keep your marriage is not your love-making escapades, your love-making experiences. What will keep your marriage is the friendship that you both cultivate in that marriage. Learn to cultivate quality friendship. Learn to cultivate. Why am I using the word cultivating? Because in cultivating, you have to intentionally build it. You have to intentionally plant it, groom it, and allow it to grow. Cultivate quality friendship with your spouse. Befriend him, befriend her. What do friends do? They spend time together. Friends gist together. Friends talk about everything. They are open. There's this level of transparency between friends, okay? They are able to share their feelings with each other without feeling constricted, without feeling pressured, and that is the kind of relationship you should have with your spouse. My husband is my best friend, and I am his best friend. We spend time. There is nothing on earth we can discuss with anybody that both of us have not discussed first. All right, so this is very, very important. Make your spouse your best friend. Do you want to rekindle the flames of your relationship? Make your spouse your best friend. Relate with him, relate with her. Have fun, laugh, gist, play. See, listen to me. Let me tell you the truth. This life is too short. Life is too short to waste it not loving. Let me say that again. Life is too short to waste it not loving. Type it in the comment section. It's very key. Very, very, very key. So please go ahead. Love your spouse. Play with your spouse. Befriend your spouse. Alright? Both of you should share quality friendship. Be there for each other. Alright? Push each other to limelight. Push each other to greatness. Alright? Feel compassion for each other, because this life is too short not to enjoy love. And listen to me, even if you believe in reincarnation, you are not sure of what you meet the next time you come here. So this life that you have, this one life that you have, enjoy it. Befriend your partner, befriend your spouse, befriend your husband, befriend your wife, and make sure that they are happy always. Listen to me, you may not be responsible for their happiness, but you are a contributor to their happiness. All right, they are ultimately responsible for their own happiness, but you are a major contributor to the joy and the happiness that they will feel right here in the marriage. All right, do you get that? All right, that's beautiful. So let's talk about number 7. Number 7, way through which you can rekindle the flames of romance in marriage. In number 7, the point is schedule date nights. Schedule date nights. I know, because I have been married for over 15 years, and I can tell you that with time, a time comes where you are so burdened with responsibilities as a husband or responsibilities as a wife that date nights are not the first thing on your mind. All right, so there are children's school fees, there are the health of the children, then there's providing for the family, meeting up with the responsibilities, the extended family, and paying your house rent, and then taking your children to school and providing for their schooling. All of these things lay a burden, a heavy burden on your ability to begin to think of date nights. That is why I say schedule them. Schedule them. Fix a timetable where you can say, on so day we are supposed to step out of this house and then go for a date. All right, so schedule your date nights. All right, did I say nights? It can be date afternoon, or date mornings, or date, whichever one works for you. But for us, it's usually date night. So whichever one works for you, schedule those times. Those times you go out, you have a dinner, a quiet dinner, beautiful dinner, noisy dinner if that's what you want, a dinner where you have to dance, and just be happy. All right, drop your phones in this era, in this time when everybody's always holding their phones. Please drop your phone when you're on a date night. Have fun, enjoy yourself. All right, be happy. Relive the moment, reminisce on the beginning of your relationship, how much you guys loved each other, what stuck out for you both, what was very peculiar and particular about the person you fell in love with. Think about the lovely memories that you have had, and then imagine what the future is going to look like. Talk about your future in the next 5 years and the next 10 years, where you see each other. These are the things you do during a date night. All right, talk about the dreams you have for yourselves, even the dreams you have for your children. All right, but then don't talk about the children matter. Never talk about school fees of the children during a date night. Never talk about the house rent when you're in a date night. Never talk about that neighbor that troubled you during a date night. Never talk about family issues during a date night. In that date night, the only thing that is permitted are nice, wonderful memories. Just take yourself into that fantasy land and remind yourself to dream. Remind yourself to create new memories for yourself. So schedule date nights. Make it intentional, because remember I said that at the beginning that if you want romance in your marriage, you have to intentionally bring it in. Romance does not run on autopilot. Let me say that again. Romance does not run on autopilot. You have to intentionally, deliberately, consciously bring it into existence. So schedule your date nights, and that night look lovely, smell lovely, all right? Be in your best behavior. Try to be all smiles, irrespective of what is going on in your life, and then enjoy yourself. I have a strong feeling in my spirit that I have just helped a couple here. I have a strong feeling in my spirit that I've just helped a husband and a wife somewhere. Please go ahead and schedule those date nights. All right? Have fun. Have fun. Loving God does not mean you can't have fun. Remember I said you can be in love and also be in God. Loving God does not mean you can't have fun here with the person you are married to. You are married, and that marriage is of God. So enjoy it. Enjoy it the best way you can, because you should. That's right. Yes, you should. Now let's talk about number 8. Number 8, way through which you can rekindle the flames of romance is that you have to cuddle, kiss, hold hands, and have selfless lovemaking. Let me say that again. Cuddle, kiss, hold hands, and have selfless lovemaking. Always find times to cuddle, to stay together, hear each other's heartbeat, discuss nice things, kiss yourselves on the cheek, on the lips, in the mouth, whichever way you want to, because you want to rekindle romance in your marriage. Hold hands, hold your bodies, hold each other tight, whichever way you want, and then have selfless love making. A lot of couples, they do what they make war, not make love. Please make love, not make war. All right, have fun. What I say selfless love making is that when it comes to love making, when you are in the mood to give pleasure to your husband or to give pleasure to your wife, you eventually find yourself doing what we call selfless lovemaking. So the focus is not on what you want or what you need. The focus is on what can I give to him so that he can feel pleasured and happy. What can I give to her so she can feel pleasured and happy? What can I do? Where do I touch him? How do I touch him? What do I say to him? What do I say to her? What do I do to make sure that he is happy in bed? What do I do to make sure that she is happy in bed? That's why I say cuddle, kiss, hold hands, and have what? Selfless love making. This is very, very key. Some people, because of traditional mentality, traditional mindset, have resorted to the very, very old ways of making love and stuff like that. But you have to figure out for yourself what is good for you. Husband, ask yourself, how best can I serve you in bed? Wives, ask your husband, how best can I serve you, my husband, in bed? This is very, very key. Because we can say, oh, we can pray all we want to, we can speak in tongues all we want to, but then if we are not satisfying our partners, our husbands in bed, then it becomes a problem. If we are not satisfying our wives in bed, it becomes a problem. So cuddle, kiss, hold hands, and do what? Enjoy selfless love making. This is God's will for every marriage. Like I said earlier at the beginning of this video, if you're not married yet, please just bottle up everything you are learning and wait till you are married. The essence of this is not to expose you to evil or expose you to sin, but to give you the quality knowledge that you need. You don't have to go to any porn site to learn what I'm telling you today. You don't have to go to any terrible site to learn anything. Learn it from a Bible base. Learn it from a scriptural view. Learn it from someone who loves God and who desires to live for God. This is very, very key. So cuddle, kiss, hold hands, and then do what? Have selfless love making. This is very, very important for you as a couple, you as a spouse, because you want to rekindle the flames of romance in your marriage. And believe you me, it is not automatic. It is not on autopilot. You have to intentionally make it happen. So do it and enjoy your marriage. All right, let me move on. Number 9, let go, say sorry, and accept apologies. Let me say that again. Let go, say sorry, and accept apologies. Let go, say sorry, and accept apologies. Listen to me. As long as you are in a marital relationship, there will be a time when you will offend or when you'll be the offended. Let me say that again. As long as you're in a marital relationship, a time will come when you will offend your spouse or when you'll be offended by your spouse. This is life. This is real, being realistic. In as much as you want all the butterflies in your tummy and all the excitement and beautiful things that being in love brings, a day will come when you will either offend or be the one offended by your spouse. I always tell people, like my husband would always say, when your teeth mistakenly bite on your tongue, what do you do? What do you do at such times? Do you just use a hammer and begin to knock off your teeth for biting your tongue and giving you so much pain? What do you really do? You just enjoy it. You just let it be. After a while, it will be resolved. After a while, things will just be fine. After a while, the pain will go. And this is how you have to follow your relationship. A day will come when you'll be the one that is offending or the one that is being offended. And when that happens, what do? Let go. Say sorry and accept apologies. Everybody will offend from time to time. That is being realistic. Everybody will offend. You will one day offend your spouse. As long as both of you were not even raised from the same house. But even listen to me, there are people that you are raised from the same house and they are your siblings, your brothers and sisters, and they still offend you. Your father can offend you. Your mother can offend you. And when they do offend you, what do? You say, no, I'm no longer a member of this family. No, I'm done. I don't want any of you anymore. No, you don't do that. You just let it go. You allow time, you heal, and then you come back. So let go, say sorry, and accept apologies. Can I tell you that saying sorry does not reduce your reputation? Saying sorry does not reduce your caliber. It does not reduce your integrity. It does not reduce your finesse. It does not even reduce your handsomeness or beauty. Learn to say sorry. Learn to say sorry. Many wars wouldn't have started if people learned to say sorry. Many tragedies wouldn't have started if people learned to say sorry. Many lives would not have been lost if people have learned to say sorry. Many marriages wouldn't have been destroyed and nullified if people learned to say sorry. So say sorry. Say sorry. Say sorry. That reminds me of the story of a particular man who had a son who came around and said, Dad, I want to get married. And the father said, say sorry. I said, Dad, what am I saying sorry for? I didn't really offend you. Say sorry. And the man said, no. And the young man said, no, I can't say sorry, Dad. What am I saying sorry for? What did I do to you, Dad? I said, go, come back next week. And then the boy came back next week. I said, Dad, I've told you I really want to get married. And then he said, no, say sorry. I said, why would I say sorry, Dad? Why are you doing this to me? I can't say sorry for something I did not do. He said, come back next week. The young man went and came back next week and said, Dad, I am tired of this. I really want to get married. Just give us a fatherly blessing. Let's go ahead. I can't be begging you over something like this. I said, say sorry. He said, Dad, I don't understand why I have to say sorry. And Dad said, okay, come back next week. He said, oh, Dad, can we just get this over and done with? He said, come back next week. Now, by the time it was a month later, this guy came back and then the father said, say sorry. And she just said, sorry, Dad. I'm so sorry, Dad. And the father said, why are you saying sorry? He said, I don't even know, but I just have to say, I'm sorry for peace to reign. He said, now you are ready for marriage, young man. Now you are ready for marriage, young man, because you were able to say sorry even when you were not sure of what you actually did. In marriage, there will be times one would encounter this kind of similar situations where you don't even know what you actually did to your spouse to provoke him or to provoke her. But at the end of the day, what do you do? Just say sorry. Say sorry and everything will be alright. Say sorry and mean the sorry you said. Many say sorry, but they do not mean the sorry they are saying. So you say sorry and you mean it. Be sure that you mean what you are saying. Say sorry and mean it. So another thing you have to do, accept apologies. You might say, oh, this apology is not the right kind of apology. You did not say it well. She did not say it well. She did not need that to say it. Leave all of that. Accept apologies, because it's really not easy to also say sorry. I know for some people it's already easy and they say sorry, they repeat the wrong they have done. They say sorry, they repeat that wrong again. That shouldn't be the way to live. So let go, say sorry, and accept what? apologies. This is very helpful. This will help your relationship thrive. It will help you to be a better person. It will help you to have a more blossoming relationship with the person you are married to. Now, finally, number 10, I'd like to share with you the number 10 way to rekindle the flames of romance in your marriage. Number 10 is get out of your comfort zone and reignite a spark in your marriage. Get out of your comfort zone and reignite a spark in your marriage. I understand that some people, when they get married at the beginning, sometimes you're not comfortable with everything, but as time progresses, you become more used to your spouse. You begin to get used to your spouse. You begin to get used to your spouse, and when you get used to your spouse, you are able and free to begin to do certain things with your spouse. But whatever it is that you have to do that is under God, that is godly, that is okay, that is permitted within the boundaries of marriage, go ahead and do that. Get out of the comfort zone and then reignite the spark in your marriage. If you have not been taking your bath like 2 times a day, just make up your mind to say, oh, I'm going to start taking my bath 2 times a day. If you don't apply fragrances before you sleep, you can say, oh, I can start applying fragrances before I sleep. Whatever it is that you need to do to switch up the romance in your marriage, go ahead and switch it up. All right, go ahead and switch it up. Go ahead and reignite the flames of your romance in your marriage. Go ahead and reignite the spark in your relationship. You cannot have a boring marriage. I forbid you. After listening to me, you cannot have a boring marriage. Reignite the spark in your relationship. Feel alive, feel beautiful, feel handsome, feel powerful with the person you are truly in love with. I am truly wishing you well, and I believe that the few things I've been able to share with you will help your marriage become sweet, blossoming, delicious, blissful, Edenic, and most importantly, godly. I believe in you and I'm rooting for you. Your relationship will be so sweet that when you think of the person you married, a smile goes through your mind. When you think of the person you married, a smile goes through your face. All right? So that is my desire for you. You deserve to be happy. You deserve to be at peace. You deserve to be joyful. Marriage is not a burden. Marriage is a blessing. Marriage is not a burden. Let me say it again. Marriage is a blessing. Marriage is not a burden. Marriage is a blessing. You can enjoy your marriage. Marriage is not meant to be endured. Marriage is meant to be enjoyed. So God gave you marriage so that you can enjoy it. Enjoy it to the fullest. Be happy. Smile. Rejoice. God gave you a gift. Go ahead and enjoy the person you got married to. And I believe, God, that you'll be able to, that through you, a new generation of marriages that are sweet, marriages that are honorable, marriages that are blissful will spread across the earth in the name of Jesus. I am praying for you. Never forget that beyond all of these things you have to do, you need God in your life. So no matter what you do, ask Jesus to come into your life. Ask the Lord to permeate your soul, to permeate your heart, because that's the only way you'll be able to give love. God is love, and you need to have God in your heart to be able to give love. If you don't have God, you won't be able to give love, because love is of God and God is love. Because principally you cannot give what you don't have. Now you need so much of God inside of you for you to be able to give love to the wife you got married to, for you to be able to give love to the husband you got married to. I believe that your marriage is going to be sweet, powerful, and very, very blissful. That is my prayer for you. As you begin to practice this 10 ways to rekindle the flames of romance in your marriage, things will turn out for your good in the name of Jesus. All right, thank you so much, and that's all I have to share with you today. So until I come your way again, keep making a positive, indelible mark in the lives of people and on the sands of time. I love you so much. Bye-bye. Mwah. everyone, I hope you were blessed by that message. All right, so I want you to just go ahead and support us. If you are led, go ahead and just sow into the account right on the screen. And I know that as you do that, God will bless you big time. Because of the seeds you are sowing, you will be able to reach a wider audience on different platforms. So please do well to sow that seed, and God will bless you. Love you.
Through the inspiration of the Holy Spirit and deep encounters with God, Bishop Okudili and Pastor Ifeoma Eze have written and published over 70 live transforming books. Succeeding in Marriage After the Wedding, Treasures in a Trash, All You Need to Succeed in Marriage, Preparing for Your Season of Demand, Building a Marriage That Will Stand the Test of Time, and many more. If you're in Nigeria, you can get these at Zion Heritage and Miracle Ministries branches. For further inquiries, call 0809-178-7299 or 0805-716-1060. Remain lifted for life.